WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man, and today I got y'all with a LeBron build that has damn near 20 badges in every category. A build that can get over 80 badges and of course your contact dunks, be able to shoot, playmaker at a high level, pretty much everything that you would expect out of a LeBron James build. So let's get right into the build itself. 6'9", 231 pounds, 7'3" wingspan. I went with solid just so it looks a little bit like LeBron, even though I low-key got a T-Mac face. But alright, man, let's go ahead and keep it going. So starting off with the finishing, we will have to put some close shot on this build. We're going to take this up to an 82, which is actually a very decent close shot. You see that 82 unlock masher, you will be able to just drive like crazy on this build, and we're going to have everything else that you're going to need to be able to knock that, to be able to knock people around down there and just get to the rim at will. So with the driving layup, we're gonna go with an 80, not too high, not too low. The driving dunk, you gotta have contact dunks. If you're gonna make a LeBron James type build, I feel like it's only right. Now for the standing dunk, we gotta put some of that on there. Like I said, this build has pretty much 20 badges in every category. Standing dunk, 70. Post control, we're going with a 70 as well. Now for the mid-range shot, I know this is gonna seem like a weird number, but just stick with me, bro. For the mid-range shot, we're gonna take this up to a 79, bro. And the reason why we're taking it up to a 79 is so we can have that one extra point to get our three ball to an 81. Because you see at 80, we only have catch and shoot on silver. Bam, catch and shoot on gold. Just like that. That'll be a very good badge for this build, especially because you can go ahead and you can get corner specialist in tier 2. So with corner specialist in tier 2 and catch and shoot in tier 3, that'll definitely help you out to be able to be a consistent shooter, especially from those corners. Now, as I always like to say, make sure you put some free throw on this build. We're gonna take it up to a 70. If you only plan on playing park, obviously you can have that a little bit lower because you aren't gonna be shooting free throws. But just know, free throw, it definitely gets you right. They're a little bit harder this year, so make sure you pick a good one. Now for the pass accuracy, we're gonna take this up to an 85. You can't make a LeBron James build without a little bit of, a little bit of finishing and playmaking and pretty much everything, bro. This build has to be an all-around build. Now this is one of the attributes that makes this build just so special. We're going to go ahead and max out the ball handle. And look at that, bro. We get clamp breaker on gold. On a build this big, to have clamp breaker on gold is ridiculous. And last but not least, we're gonna take care of the speed with ball. We do get a 70 to give us 21 playmaking badges, bro. Like I said, like I promised in the beginning of the video, 20 badges pretty much in every category. So we're gonna start out with this interior defense. We're only gonna take this up to a 71. In all honesty, you're probably gonna be guarding people that stay out on the perimeter more than anything else. But even if they don't, I got something for them too. Perimeter defense, we're gonna take that up to an 87. This build does have the ability to get clamps on silver, and it's in tier 2, so you'll definitely be able to afford it. Now for the steal, we're gonna take that up to a 78, and this is just so we can play the passing lane. We do get interceptor on silver, just like clamps. This build is already gonna be pretty OP defensively, but we're gonna add even more to it. We're gonna take this block up to a 70, and look at that. The block at a 70 gets you anchor on bronze. It's in tier 3, so it's kind of expensive anyway, so I really wouldn't worry too much about anchor. With the offensive rebound, we're going to take this up to a 58. We don't plan on getting offensive rebounds at all, bro. But with the defensive rebound, we're going to take this up to a 70. And that does unlock rebound chaser, but like I said earlier about anchor, rebound chaser is in tier 3, and we end up with 18 defensive badges, which really ain't too bad, bro. It ain't too bad. With the speed, we're gonna take the speed up to a 76. The build really won't be like crazy fast, but it is a huge build. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with not having as much speed as long as you're big. And of course, for a LeBron build, I could not put strength kind of high. We're gonna take the strength up to a 70. the vertical. We're gonna take the vertical up to a 75. Like I said, it does get those regular contact dunks. You'll be able to dunk over some people. You'll be able to bully your way into the lane. And last but not least, we're gonna take up that stamina, and we do get a 90. A final badge count of 20 finishing. We got 20 shooting. We got 21 playmaking and 18 on defense. You could probably tweak it to get 20 in all categories, but I really wasn't too worried about the badge count. I was more so worried about the actual attributes on the build. But it does end up with a total of 79 badges, and that's before you even put the rest. That's before you put your +4 on. Now, I know a lot of people probably out here looking for their rebirth build right now, but all right, let's go ahead and talk about some of the takeovers. So unfortunately, we don't get slash and takeover, but we do have shot creating, sharpshooting, playmaking with this point forward type build, lockdown, and that's it for the takeovers. For me, I'm choosing spot up precision and extreme clamps. I feel like both of those things are great. Once you get that extreme clamps badge activated, bro, start reaching, bro. You can get those steals. They're super easy this year. I'm sure they're gonna do something about unpluckable because people keep complaining. I don't personally think anything is wrong with the steals. Let me know down in the comment section how you feel, man. I'm also not a point guard, so there's that. But all right, so we can go ahead and continue. The build is complete. Let's see these fire comparisons in case you didn't see it in the thumbnail for some reason. But we got Scottie Pippen, LeBron James, and Paul George. And it comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer, a very solid build name. But all right, man, we're going to get into these badges so I can show you some of the badges that I would put on this build to make it the most OP version of the build, even though it's already OP. Let's get right into those badges, man. Starting off with the finishing badges, we do have a Hall of Fame Pro Touch, Silver Slithery, Gold Limitless Takeoff, Silver Fearless Finisher, Aerial Wizard on gold as well. That's for them oops, man. I haven't had the badge on my big man for that long, but I've been getting some dope animations thus far, and it definitely help you grind out your posterizer. If you don't know the method for grinding out posterizer for your core badge, I would highly suggest you get in the know. That's definitely something that'll help you along with that actual grind. Fearless Finisher, help you absorb some of that contact, and when you get that contact, as long as you have your layup timing on, Pro Touch should help you every time. But we also got Slithery to avoid a little bit of that contact. Now for shooting, this is how we're doing it with shooting. I do feel like this is a supremely well put together shooting badge loadout. You know what I'm saying? We got catch and shoot tiered. That's important to make sure you tier that up until you get into tier 3. You could probably, you know, get away with not having it because this build does have a solid 3-point shot. You'll be all right. But then we got corner specialist on gold, guard up on gold, volume shooter. I cannot speak more praise on this badge, bro. You need it because when you have it on a higher level, it activates like crazy. And I assume this badge will be super easy to core. And if you're one of the people that plays on Hall of Fame, you're going to need every boost you can get to every shot you take. Slippery off ball will help you navigate that traffic. I know it says when attempting to get open off screens, but I see it activate all times throughout the game. It kind of helps you kind of glide off the opposing players and even your own players when you're actually running around the court without the ball. Claymore, it's a pretty solid badge. I use it on all of my big man builds, so that's definitely something that I would look into putting into this build because it does have like a lower scale 3. I mean, it's not a bad 3, but Claymore just give you a boost when you spot up. Count 1, 2, catch the ball, shoot. Amped, we all know what that's for. It's pretty much tireless shooter from the last few years. And all right, for playmaking, this is how we're doing it. We're gonna start off with a gold hyperdrive. I don't really feel like many of these other badges in here are gonna be that useful to a build like this. But then we do have bailout on bronze. Trust me when I say this, bailout is one of the most, you hear me? The most important badges that you can have on, man. Because if you are taking a shot and you try to pass out of it, bro, you get some of the worst animations without this badge. Then we got quick first step on gold. This build is actually, I think, decently fast. So make sure you got on quick first step so you can bully past your guy. But when it comes to playmaking badges, this is the most important one that I think I have on this build, bro. Clamp breaker on gold. For one, that's dope to get it on a 6'9" build. It's kind of crazy. But Clamp Breaker on gold is definitely a badge that's going to be easy to get cored. If you don't know how to get this badge cored, you literally just initiate contact on offense when you're the ball handler. I mean, just pretty much put it on Hall of Fame, 12-minute quarters, initiate contact all game, and you'll have this badge cored in no time. Handles for days on bronze and unpluckable on bronze. I know a lot of people are talking about unpluckable needing a buff, but I don't think it does, man. Now for defense, this is exactly how we're doing it. We only get any of these badges on bronze. If you're not getting a lot of blocks anyway, you can go ahead and take Anchor and put it on Rebound Chaser to at least be able to help the big man out. This build can probably play the 4 at a pretty decent level, but all the important badges on this build, because it is 6'9", are all in tier 2. So we got Interceptor, Clamps, Chase Down, and Challenger on gold. Pretty much all some very solid badges. And then we got Off-Ball Pest on bronze, just to kind of even it out, because you're not going to be guarding ball most likely on this build. So you're going to have to make sure you can get bumps. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the build, man. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the